okay looking at one of my favorite drills that you can learn the best way for you to move in your swing. Really easy drill, but it will help you cue yourself to know when to move and what's the easiest way for you to move. With this drill, what we do, so I'll show you a couple different variations, okay? So the first one is if I just set up, I go normal grip, okay? Then I take my left hand off. I'm gonna put it just under my lead pocket here. So with this one, it's a right hand only drill, and I'm going about chest high to chest high, okay? So when I'm doing this, I'm trying to sequence up my motion. With players, sometimes what happens when they do this drill, the first one, they fire their arm really hard, and that leads to it really hard for them to manage the club face, okay? So the key to this, and that's very common in the swing, you're getting out of position and then having the club overtake your body. So with the first variation, hand under your left pocket, working on using your body and the timing of the swing to hit that shot. You're not rushing anything. I'm trying to sync that up. So that was a really straight shot. My balance was good. I wasn't overworking anything. I was almost trying to just let the energy of the club and my body match up. So I wasn't ever forcing the club to do anything. I was waiting, letting my body go, and then as I hit it, my body was in a little bit more open position and driving the swing. But I can't overdo it, right? If I do the opposite, so the first one I did, the tendency was the club to overwork my body. If I overwork my body versus the club, it's going to be a lot harder. I saved that one because I was already here, and then I had to throw my hand to catch myself back up. It ended up making the path go quite a bit left. It's interesting because if I was really rotated, right, you can see for me that club would go that way. Some players, if I rotate a lot, they might end up with the club a little bit too far behind them. This drill is great because it's going to make you time it up. So if the club is swinging naturally, it's going to drop pretty much right on the back of the ball, which is super helpful and helps you be more aware. Okay, so that's, if I have the first one is normal grip, left hand under the left pocket. The second variation of this right hand only focus or trail hand only focus is I set up, I put my glove under my right elbow, and I'm doing the exact same thing. This is great for players who, if you take it back and your trail arm gets way behind your body, you're going to have to do a lot to get it back in position. With this one, it's going to encourage it to stay with your pivot. It's going to encourage it to stay a little bit more in front of your body, and it's going to make it a little easier for you to time it up through it. So when I'm doing that, club staying in front of me, on the backswing, I have to use my stomach to hit this one. You can see how I'm syncing that up, really making sure I'm using my stomach to help me bring the club back versus just pulling my elbow behind my body. So that is another great way to sense it. And then the next example of using your trail hand only to help you find the best way for you to swing is if I go same drill with the hand under my elbow, but this time I stretch it all the way up to the top to get a sense of where that trail arm is. And then from there, I can move down into impact and find my impact position. If you're someone that has limited shoulder mobility, you might get right about here, and then that's about where you're going to want to finish, okay? You can always, in the normal swing, let the elbow go a little bit behind you, but you have to know from that position, that club is going to want to typically come from the outside. So it's a fine match if you're okay with playing a fade. If you're looking to play a draw, it's going to be a little bit easier if this arm stays a bit in front, even if it's a shorter swing, because when I go down from there, you can see how that club's going to be from the inside. If I let that elbow go behind me and I start to come down with this arm still internally rotated, right, and it's not, if I don't have the range to go this direction, you can see how it's going to want to encourage it to be over the top. So with this one, again, hand under my elbow, nice turn back, get the arm in a good position, and then from there I can let it follow into impact. So I get, again, good setup, get to the top, get into that good position, get a sense of what it is down into impact, and then go back up and just try to match that exact same feeling. It's amazing how little effort it is to get that club back into a good spot to deliver a great strike. So this is one of my favorite drills to help you find the best way for you to swing, is the trail hand only, those 3 variations. Again, normal setup, left hand under, or lead hand under your lead pocket, working on the timing. The second variation, under the elbow, just going halfway back, halfway through, matching that movement. And the third variation, going all the way up to the top with the hand under the elbow, finding the spot, coming back into impact, going back up, and then hitting the shot. So use those to help you, again, it's a great drill to help you dictate the easiest way for you to move in your swing.